Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to ADP Art Creation. So today I won't keep you long, but I wanted to talk about Angel Reese now and the road ahead. What do we think or what do we want to see the road ahead for Angel Reese? So let's start off with her 2025 accomplishments for the WNBA, right? So we know that she is the fastest player in the WNBA to reach 500 points and 500 rebounds, right? We also know that what she has improved on is her assists, which are 2.7 per game, and her steals, which are 1.8 steals per game. So she's improving different areas. Her rebounds stay the same. She's a double double queen. Ain't nobody gonna be able to top that. I don't believe. Yeah, people will be able to get double doubles, but they won't be able to do it like Angel Reese does it, right? It's just a different effect when you watch Angel play her game. It's so entertaining, so phenomenal. It's just like she's one of the greatest. And like Shaq was saying on when he spoke on her a couple of days ago, and when we listened to it on simply ball dropping podcast yesterday, he played the recording, and he was saying that Angel, she doesn't Angel know who she is, but other people don't. And that's the thing. That's why I'm glad that she has, the Shaqs, the Lisa Leslie's, the AT, just different basketball players now speaking up for her. And also as she going through it on and off the court, but she still comes and, plays her game. Also, yeah, we know game two, um, it was a lot going on, but she had to go through game one first. And so that's understandable. Um, also she is continues to lead the league in rebounds, and her with averaging about 12.3 rebounds per game for 2025. And um, so that will continue too. But also her assists will go up, her steals will go up as she plays like in a different position, back and forth. I think once the connection with Angel Reese, Ariel, and Camilla connect, oh, it's gonna be off the chain because you can already see the chemistry in the way that they're playing the game now, you know. And also I just believe that connection is gonna be phenomenal with all three of them together. Also, I think that when Angel having to go through so much like she has to go through, that she's still maintaining and playing the game, and that's good for her. And so I'm proud of her for continue to play the game. Sorry guys, continue to play the game and do what she needs to do on the court. Um, I think that I'm seeing different stuff. With Angel, I'm watching her. She them passes to Camilla are tight. Okay. The way she assisting, doing those passes, the way she just did that Shaq move, like Angel is her. She's entertaining. We don't have, like K-Sap said, we don't have to worry about Angel. Angel is Angel. Angel gonna continue to do her thing. She's gonna continue to move forward. She's gonna continue to do what she needs to do to get the job done. She's a team player. She wants to win. So whatever it is that she needs to do for her team to win, that's Angel. And we never know what the games hold. You never know how your skills are gonna expand when you're playing these games. You know what I'm saying? It might be a shocker to you at the end of the game. And I think that's kind of like, Angel Reese. I know a lot of people said that they want her to work on finishing around the rim, and doing the middies and everything. I think like once she gets comfortable with doing that, she'll do it. And it's a time and a season for everything. And when you have a gift and when you're in a job and you have skills, then you're able to you're able to grow. You don't have to be put inside of a box. Everything in your gift, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen all at one time. And you could just see the growth. You could just see the growth in Angel Reese as she continues to play the game. We also cannot leave out, guys. Listen, I know for one, Angel is one of my favorite WNBA players. She is the one that led me, her and Camilla, to the WNBA game. And so, with that being said, I know that she deals with, hate on the court and off the court. And guys, thanks to you, on my, like, I usually can attach some things, like I wanted to attach the animation and everything to her, but she probably has like people closer to her that she don't have to hear the negative. She don't have to hear that on TikTok. I only see it on TikTok where, it's selected where you can't see it, but you just know it's probably only for certain people. When you used to be able to, attach your drawings or whatever you want to say, or clips to her, or whatever, and stuff like that. um I do continue to wish Angel the best. She has continued to be in everybody's prayers, as she continues her career on and off the court with the fashions and, everything that she has ahead of her. And we do have to say something about these new Reeboks. They are fire, guys. They are on fire, on point. Listen, I love Reeboks. I've always loved Reeboks, right? And so, what made me come back to Reeboks like that was when Cardi B released her Reeboks in all those colors. And as an artist, you're gonna want all those colors because you're artists. Artists love colors. They love different colors, right? And so then I find out Angel Reese is connected to Reebok too. She signed with Reebok, and I'm like, wow, like my favorite player. She's connected to Reebok, and she just dropped the Reeboks today. Reebok just dropped them today, and she has a bad pair. I want to show you guys. I know I have her up here, the animation. I know I have her up here. That's my animation that I drew, anime, and just representing that her shoes do drop today. And guys, if you haven't already got them, you need to get them, because let me tell you, when I went on the Reebok site today, most of the sizes are out except for my size and some other sizes. But I can switch to kid shoes too if I can't get them in my size or whatever and stuff like that. But let me show you. Um, I just wanted to show you like a picture of the Reeboks. These are the Reeboks right here. They're called the Engine A basketball shoes. They're running like 120. But let's evaluate these shoes, right? So we have like a little bit of like it's like a burgundy, kind of like a burgundy purple mixed up in there at the top. And then you got that pink. That pink is fire. That pink is what brings it out. When you put a dark color with a light color, but you let the light color overflow that dark color, it bounces out. Now you're gonna have to, like, wear your certain colors. Black is gonna go. Pink is gonna go. You can throw some, like, you can even throw some burgundy up in there. You can throw white in there. You just have to flip it up in your styles when you put these shoes together. And I already know they're comfortable. And then on top of that, they got her logo on the tongue and Angel on it. So that's tight. They are I call them low top. Some might say mid top shoes or whatever, but they are fire. I love pink. So for me, when I saw them, I was like, man, them jinx tight. And not like every shoe that Angel wears, they are really good shoes, like that she brings out, that they design for her. All of them are banging. But this right here, I love this. I would love to see these too. Angel, if you listening, like a dark pink, and maybe flip it up with a little light on top, or flip it up with a light pink and like a sky blue on top of them, just to mix the colors up. Or what I hope that she has different colors coming out today. or whatever, but I've only seen this color, but I have to go back and look in there to make sure I'm not missing anything. But those right there in itself, they speak volume. They are tight, and you know, I know that. Let me see, guys. I'm trying to go back and add. I'm gonna add this one. So I gotta turn the volume off for this one. But um I know that if she come out with more colors, which I'm quite sure she will, that they'll be off the chain too. Um I know that she already had, she already has the Shack Reeboks too. I like those too. And she also has the exercise gear to go with it. Just go to the Reebok site. Even if you go to Angel's site, she'll still send you to this site of Reeboks or whatever. And usually when Reeboks launches something, they don't waste no time. They make sure everything's in order. They make sure you can go right there and see what you need to see. When they say something's gonna drop, it drops. They don't play no games about that. I do see them selling out for sizes and stuff like that. I'm just like, hold on, let me call the bank and the ATM, not the real bank and ATM, the fellas. But anyway, let me call so I can get a pair of them Angel Reese shoes ASAP. I still gotta get a pair of the Asia Wilson shoes. And usually I don't do Nike, but since it's Asia Wilson, you can't go wrong, you know. So I want you guys to make sure you check Reebok and look out for those shoes. Um, or whatever, and that is the sale far as I see now. Some other places may sell them for a little bit less or whatever, but I doubt it because they're a new release and they just came out. So you're looking at 120, and that's about the same Cardi B shoes were when they first dropped, they were 122, and later maybe like a the end of the year or something like that, the Reeboks kind of like went on sale or something. But you know how I got a lot of Cardi B colors is because it was one day Reebok didn't say nothing. That's why you got to make sure whatever shoe brand that you go with, make sure you checking it out. Make sure you looking at your emails and all that kind of stuff, because they'll do something like, hey, 50% off. No joke, 50% off. So one day they had the Cardi B Reeboks, they had them for 50% off of the Cardi B shoes. So instead of paying 120, you paying $60 a pair. Man, I got I think altogether I still got I think 8 or 10 pair of Cardi B Reeboks or whatever and stuff like that. My cousin got my first pair for my birthday, which was the tan ones, and then the rest of them I just got when they were on sale and stuff like that. And so I still wear my Reeboks. I don't be playing no games. It's just certain shoes I like to wear. If you see me wearing some Nikes or something like that, that's because someone gifted them to me or whatever. Even with the Vans, sometimes I get the Vans, but if what I'm saying, they're mostly gifted or whatever. The only time I really have bought shoes is when it comes to Reeboks, it's got to be they got to be fire for me. I am a shoe fanatic, but I also have to do my budget at the same time or whatever when I do stuff like that. So you may do like 2 pair a month or whatever the case may be, depending on your vibe. You never know how your vibe is gonna you never know how your vibe is gonna be. So you know you have to make that decision. But I love all Angel Reese shoes. The ones she have on the court, the ones she wear. Dejanay Carrington she's with Reebok. Her Reeboks are fire too. She signed with Reebok as well. So for me as a fan, people be like, well, you don't necessarily know your players. Well, you know them enough. You see their actions when they're on the court. You don't need to know all their business or whatever. You only need to know what they want you to know, because that's how we live our lives. We only want people to know what we want them to know. So why would we expect anything different, especially when it comes from celebrities or whatever the case may be? And so what I see for Angel, like for the road ahead, I just see that she will continue to be phenomenal. She will continue to be great. She will continue to be unapologetically her. Um, she gonna continue to make history. The best is yet to come. You can tell when a person has God's favor, because when you have his favor, you go through a lot of storms, guys. You go through a lot of storms, but you still standing, but you go through a lot. You're gonna go through that. You're gonna go through some stuff. To get to the next level. It's great. We all got his favor. It's great to have his favor, but also know that it comes with things or whatever to get to like make you stronger and for you to be able to go to the next step. So with Angel, we see her. Hey, Miss D, you want to come up? If you do, the link is up there if you want to come up. So we see Angel's developments. We see things like from I'm the nurturing, the loving fan, I'm a sight. So when the game is on, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, on the TV, and I'm watching play by play. Do I know all the calls? No, but I'm watching the game from eyesight. Okay, Missy. So I'm watching it. I'm watching the game from eyesight or whatever, and it's just something, guys, about Angel's game that I haven't seen. For me, I haven't seen anyone be able to do it. And what I mean is, you can just tell the passion in this young lady's heart. You could just tell the passion for the basketball, the passion for the charities and programs that she do, the passion for the fashion that she wears. The passion of release. When it comes to her podcast, guys, make sure if you haven't checked out Angel Reese podcast, make sure you check that podcast out. Unapologetically Angel. It's on YouTube. Make sure you check that out. And once just go back and look at all the other the first season. I'm quite sure next season is gonna be great too. But she is just her, and you can just tell. You can tell a person so much about their actions and the way that they carry themselves. Now the rest of the inside you may not see, but it's repetitive. She has a repetitive type of like a repetitive type of characteristics and flow. She gets to Unrivaled. Everybody loves her in Unrivaled. Yeah, you talking mess on the court and stuff, but when you have so many basketball players stepping up, and they're saying they respect her, she's her, the energy she has is unmatched. And I'm so glad that Shaq says she knows she's great, even though the people around her don't know. They don't know. They think, oh, Angel coming to play. She is a team player. Um, she's a team player. She's a great team player. She wants everybody to win. And when you put others before yourself, the way that we see Angel Reese do her team, it's only greatness ahead. It's only greatness ahead. I'm telling you, I do it on a regular basis. I've been doing it all my life. I've always been the one to like put others before myself, because I know for a fact, without a doubt, regardless of what I go through, I know God got my back. So I don't have to worry, or whatever. And you're supposed to, not everybody does it, but putting others before yourself allows you to see the techniques and everything that they have. So when you branch out and you do whatever you got to do, hey, I learned this little bit from such and such. It's like an attachment as you grow in life or whatever and stuff like that. And I just see the attachment that the players have for Angel Reese, and what she's going through. They know more of the inside of what she's going through. They don't know the full inside, because that's her and her family's personal business or whatever. So I just see a young lady that is passionate about her gifts and she is not playing with her gifts. She's not taking her gifts for granted. I know that we want sometimes as fans, we want to put her like inside of a box, and guys, we just cannot do that. She's not our personal robot. But when it comes to basketball talk, and they're saying like KSAP and Bro Clyde and Keisha and Brooklyn and B and Key, when they talk about the sport, some of them are coaches, some of them just know the game. They know how the stats, they know the techniques and the moves, so they are able to critique and break it down and say, hey, I've seen her do this, but I know that because of who she is, she can do this. So a lot of times it's like people take it the wrong way too, like about putting somebody in the box. Not necessarily it's always mean putting them inside a box. Sometimes if you're watching the full court trio, you're watching simply ball dropping, if you're watching steady serving entertainment, if you're watching B and Key sports, if you're watching these channels, you will see them do the ultimate breakdown of the players. And it's not just other players besides Angel. They critique Angel too, but it's out of like a family passion for the player, because I've learned a lot with them breaking it down and say, hey, this is why I said this is why I said this comment, and this because I believe this player can do this, or I believe this player can do that. And let me tell you guys, every time that KSAP says something, they say something in those on those podcasts, it always comes in the games. So, not everybody is led to do these sports podcasts, but the full court trio, simply steady serving, cut the ish, simply ball dropping, B sports, key. And I'm over here, I love doing my art. So my arts and my motivation. And really, Steve, how are you today, Steve? Okay, she's going to get an endorsement deal with Delta Airlines. That's awesome. And guess what? I also think it hasn't been released. I'm just thinking now outside the box, guys. I also think that she would probably get one with if she hasn't already, get one with Fenty Beauty products too. If not, look, even get that and then attached to it. I could see Angel having her own makeup line. You know, because Angel loves her foundation. She loves her makeup. She loves her lashes. She loves all that stuff. Oh, because she loves to travel. Okay, let me add Miss D. Hey, Miss D, how are you?
Hey, hey, good evening. How you doing?
I'm good. Steve, yeah. Oh, okay. That would be good if she gets that. You said the endorsement is coming. That deal, that's gonna be great because she does like to travel and move around and stuff like that. You never know what Angel at until she say something, until she come up with it. How you doing, Miss D, today?
I'm okay. That's like a good idea, Tom. I like that. That she gonna get the endorsement because she is, like you said, she's a traveler, and she like to travel, and she did like the Met Gala and so things like that, fashion traveling. Yeah.
Yeah, cause she always on the go. We don't never know till she get to where she going that she just did this or she just did that. You know what I'm saying? And constantly just coming, just constantly when it's like when they bring the negative, she bring the positive with something she done launched up. You know what I'm saying? It's like her PR team, her marketing team, they know what they are doing. And so the new shoes dropped today.
Yeah, I see. I didn't see the new one. I saw, the pink one, the darker pink. They almost like her.
These
Yeah,
right here.
yeah, yeah.
These dropped today.
Oh, Captain, they already dropped. Okay, they dropped today. Okay.
They dropped June 4th. They were advertising them, but you couldn't you go on Reebok site, you couldn't get them until they would show you, but you couldn't order them to June 4th.
Yeah, they look kind of similar to the Asia, the one, the black and pink, don't they? A1s. They kind of look like A1s a little bit.
I don't know. They are fire. That's all I can say. I don't
No,
know
I like,
about no.
but they
I
look
like.
like.
I said I got to get a pair of Asians too, but these are fire too. I mean, you're gonna have your colors you can wear with it, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna come out with some more colors. But they fire within themselves. Like that pink,
Yeah.
just. just takes over, like to mix the pink and dark together and then put that pink on top, that just brings the whole shoe out,
Yeah, it do.
or whatever. So yeah, so those dropped today.
I
And
like that. That's cute.
yeah, so what TikTok has over there, they have, and I tried to, YouTube doesn't have it. So I was looking for apps that you could do, like turn your artwork into, moving and stuff like they did with these and stuff like that. And TikTok seems to have the best one. They just put it up there. So I'm able to attach it to whatever art piece, whatever painting, and they can move or whatever. So I was like, okay, Angel's dropping his shoe. Let me just do a anime of Angel, with her shoe on it. And when I put the movement to it, that's what brought it out and made it tight or whatever the case may be. So I was excited about her shoe dropping. I also talked about Miss D, her accomplishments for 2025 so far. Did you have anything that you want to include far as her accomplishments?
No, I'm just you know what? It cracks me up when they criticize her, but she was one of the first rookies to have 500 points or 500 rebounds, and so she broke a record. And so they can't say that she's not a good player like they try to claim that she's they always try to compare her to Cece, but she's not. They don't play the same positions. So for her to get that at her size is pretty cool.
Right. And then they never want to, like, we keeping up with it. We know she the rebound queen. We know she the top dog when in the WNBA to ever do it, and all that. Well, not to ever do it, but to top it. Well, she continues to lead the league in rebounds regardless,
But yeah,
or whatever. And she's the fastest player. Hey, Lucky. And she's the fastest, fastest player to get to those 500 points and those 500 rebounds. But if we didn't have our social media or whatever, then, far as looking for it on the sports news and stuff, is very limited. Every time Angel makes a accomplishment, it's limited. It's like, okay, we're gonna do her later. You know what I'm saying? Versus, like, you check your TikTok, your Instagram, and your Twitter and whatever, and your YouTube, you be like, oh, Angel did this and Angel did that. And, they even got up there. If you look up her improvements too, how her assists are 2.7. She's improved on her assists this year, with the average of 2.7 assists, and for her steals is 1.8. So she's growing her game at the same time. So what do you think about the position that they have Angel in? Because I knew, look, before anybody said anything, and I was glad that when KSAP ran that I understood it better, where I was watching the first game and I'm like, wait a minute, Angel not playing her same position. This is not the same position that Angel was playing. So I was like, something's different. And then when they broke it down or whatever, I understood it better. So far as her position, where do you think where do you think he's gonna take her, or where do you think it's best for her to stay, or should she move around? Should she move around?
I think she should stay there because they got her at the three, and you could still have the lineup of I think I like Sloot, Atkins, and then you put Angel, E Will, and then Camilla. That'd be the starting for the starters. I like that because the way she play, she get these little knick-knack injuries, like her wrist is still seem like it's bothering her. So I like the fact that they're letting
So
her
you
breathe.
don't want her. Okay, so you don't want her, but the way that she was playing last year. Hey, KK. Oh, do she got? Is that for Angel shoes, KK? So you saying, like, you don't want her playing like the same position that she played last year?
No, they pay her more at the four, and she could still bang, but I don't want her to bang too much. I want her,
Okay,
to
so what
save
was she
herself.
playing? What was she playing
She was
last
playing
year?
more four. She was playing the
More
four.
four?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
playing at the
Okay.
four, and you get to bang with uh uh can't At um Brittany and Aaliyah, and you don't want her to keep banging with them because they a little taller than her,
Yeah.
with especially the At. But Yeah, so you don't want her to bang too much. I still want her to bang, but that would protect her body because she had injuries with her wrist last year and other injuries, other
Okay, so I do more of the eye test. You guys got that good stuff. You and Case out now got the good IQ stuff. So what I'm watching, Miss D, I'm noticing that it seems like Angel is everywhere. Like, to me, she's everywhere playing all different positions to me sometimes on the court. What you think, Miss D?
Can you hear me? I'm sorry. Yeah, you kind of cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. No, no, I'm saying that protects her from
Oh,
not.
that protects her?
Yeah, that
Okay.
would protect her not from banging. Because last year she was banging and banging and banging, and I think it caused some her to have some injuries later on in the year, and that's why they missed the playoffs. You know, you had everybody was nicked up, and so I like the way what he's doing, but she has to be aggressive. Like it's a lot of
Well,
open
Miss D,
shots.
how much more aggressive when she not getting no foul calls?
No,
She
no,
had to get.
no, no. I'm talking
Oh,
about the what I'm talking about is the I can't think of it. The jump shots they giving her. You know, they leaving her open and she's not taking them. So that's why I like what they doing because they're allowing her to come and step out a little bit and save her body. She's not
mm.
taking that little jump shot they giving her at least like 5 or 6 a game. She's not taking it for some reason. I guess it's her wrist bothering her.
It got you know what is, and I think they probably, coming into this year, we don't know, but I believe they probably told her to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with certain stuff because you could tell the difference in the way she's playing now than the way she's played before. Since after Unrivaled, stuff she probably would take because she was taking them last year, Miss D. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah,
though she was missing some of them, she still was taking them. But
right. And
I
she,
think that
but
comes with, like, even though you have so many injuries, each time it could be different, mental or whatever. So sometimes they may be like nervous about, what I'm saying, if I shoot this way, I could injure. You just never know far as to why she is, taking her time, with shooting or whatever. Now, Miss D, what did from the eye test now? I want to know if it's just me. I noticed a couple of little things now with the team, and I wonder is this going to continue to go on? But I think once Ariel and Angel already got that chemistry, and Camilla might have a chemistry with Ariel too. But once it gets to be stuck like glue, them three right there gonna be off the chain because they're gonna have that chemistry like they did with Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter had a chemistry with Angel and Camilla where she could get them the ball and they could score.
yeah. I think now they playing better because now Ariel seems like she's comfortable and she's more aggressive. She taking it to the rack. They taking the ball out of Slew hands a little bit more, which is a good thing because um yeah, yeah, Slew is good, but I don't want her necessarily as the point guard anymore. As far as that,
Let me, and,
court.
and what and also Miss D, if Sloot can't play, where is his backup? You know what I'm saying? Cut them minutes up because you need to figure out Sloot got a lot of minutes now.
Well,
That
uh, what's her name?
who's supposed to
Mo
back
Jeff is
Sloot up
out,
if
so
she
that
out?
that could help. But she's
Who?
out, so they don't have nobody.
Oh, that's interesting. Miss D, so did you notice on the court? Did you see some hero balling out there on the Chicago sky, or was I just seeing things? Did you hear me, Miss D?
Can you hear me?
No, I didn't. I hear you now. I heard you came back up, but then you went back out. So okay, guys, that Miss D coming. She coming back. But I noticed. Did she drop out? Okay, she'll probably be back. What I also noticed, like on the court, a couple of little incidents where sometimes Angel was like open and she could have got that. She was open and she could have got it, and you could see that she could have made it to the basket to make that play, where others would take it and then they go down and miss the shot. But they will look, make eye contact, but they will still keep going on certain players. I'm just watching to see how it play out because we got game 7 coming on Saturday. So I'm just watching to see how it plays out. I do want Allen in that starting lineup with Angel and Camilla and Ariel and Salute. Is that too many? If I'm saying too many or whatever, I think so. But I think that would be a great starting, the great starters starting out and stuff like that. And for Mick, hey Jonathan, how are you? Miss D was up here. I think something happened, so hopefully she comes back. We were just talking about Angel dropped her shoe today. I was just talking about when I first came on. I was talking about Angel accomplishments so far in 2025. I also was talking about the new shoe, the colors, and they're fire, and Reebok has them on their, of course Reebok got them on their site or whatever, and they are selling out in certain sizes or whatever. Um, Also, what we expect for the road ahead, far as Angel, and the different things that she's coming into as she continue to grow her game or whatever and stuff like that. So we got into talking about the team and what position Angel's playing now. Do you think it's benefiting her? Do you think she'll grow? Which she has improved on her assists and steals, and okay, and like KSAT was saying, he could see that triple double coming. And I believe it. I believe that triple double is coming. The middies are coming. It's just in all in due time. Hey, Miss D, you back?
I don't know what happened. I'm like, wow. I had to
Y-
come out.
Yeah,
Come in.
I don't know. You had dropped down or something. I don't
Yeah,
know what happened.
it got froze. Oh, you was froze, and I didn't hear nobody. So I said, let me come out and then come back in.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead and finish what you were saying before you dropped off. We got Jonathan in here too.
Saying that it's going to get better, but because Ariel Atkins she seemed more comfortable with her role now. She's taking the leader approach. She was kind of taking a back seat to Sleuth, and it was kind of messing him up. And I think Coach Whispers changed the style a little bit because now he's using more pick and roll. He realized that he don't have that run and gun. A lot of coaches in the league trying to use that run and gun. You have to have the shooters. They don't have the shooters, consistent shooters to do that style of play.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's
Mhm.
finally realizing that you have Camilla and Angel, and they more better at the pick and roll, pick and pop offense. So I think now he's using Ariel how she's comfortable as a pick and roll, come off and go to the basket and roll to the basket, or pick and roll with the big players. So now
Mhm.
they're playing the style that's for their personnel, and then less Rachel Banham. So, but did you hear people? Go ahead.
What was I gonna say? Do you do you think that he's gonna put Michaela back in her position?
Should, but yeah, it depends. Yeah, yeah.
Because there's no way that she dominated last year coming off that bench like that, and then this year you see something that's not right. It all goes back to what KSAT was saying yesterday. It's almost as if the players are going going more backwards than they. I mean, some players, not all the players, but almost seem like they're going backwards instead of hey big girl, instead of going forward. Kind of like a setback.
It's not that they're going backwards. It's just that the for some reason, Coach Whispers, Tyler Marsh, he has a infatuation with forcing Rachel to do certain things that she's not her skill set, and also he's playing more E Will, and those are players that I think should not be in the starting. I think they should play more. you know, Michaela, and also more Maddie. So if they do that,
Oh, I'm praying for Matt. Matt gonna be playing.
right?
I don't know when Matt gonna play, guys, but I don't put that prayer in there. I Miss D, this is what guys, this is what had me hot. Ooh, I was hot like the pot. I was hot. But this is what got me hot was when Maddie's sister was playing us, guys, and her mom was there. And if you saw the look on Maddie's face, man, come on, you mean to tell me you couldn't have played her for like 2 to 3 minutes, if nothing else, just something, 5 minutes, just something. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it, you coaching and stuff. It wouldn't have hurt. I don't see no harm in playing her where would have hurt the team.
I agree. Right, I agree.
Big girl, I ain't even know. Case of taking
Hey,
a
big
nap.
girl.
You know that's
Oh,
why I'm up here. He sleep. He's taking his nap, so I'm able to go early because Full Court Trio come on tonight. I was gonna go late last night, but everybody be by the time I go live, it'd be like 12 o'clock. But I'm still gonna have to do my D block hours so I can get my watch hours up too. So,
oh
but
yeah, it's gonna happen for you. It's gonna happen for you. But hold
yeah.
on. What happened? You the L say anything about the ladies tonight?
Not yet, because you remember what she was saying was her son. Yeah, you fell asleep, so you didn't get your wrench. So she was saying that her son graduated. She got people in town coming and all that kind of stuff. So she would let us know for Sunday. That's what she was saying. It's gonna be on Sunday, but she would let us know.
Uh-oh,
Oh, I
you
see
got
we got
trouble.
Christopher. Yeah, I see him in here. Christopher, I don't care if you stay in here, you're entitled to your opinion, but it will be no bullying, no racial slurs, or nothing like that. If you feel like that's the one for you and you feel like she the goat, you go right ahead and you believe that. That's on you. We can't take that from you. But if you check the title, it's nothing in here about Caitlin Clark. But you can root for her in here if you like. Just be respectful with it. Um, but yeah, Miss D. So what was I saying? I forgot. Big girl. I'm
Ladies'
trying to
night. Ladies'
oh,
night.
ladies night. Yeah, she's gonna let us know, and it's gonna be on Sunday, and then her and Keisha's show will be on Sunday. So she's gonna let us know what Sunday, because she got to get that taken care of, and then she'll be good to go. Her schedule will be more flexible or whatever.
Okay, that
That's what
sounds
she was.
good.
Yeah, that's what she was trying to say up there in case I kept.
That's gonna be
You know
nice.
how
It's gonna be
case I.
nice. I know, K
Well,
side.
yeah,
He jump on her. I was in that
he be
live. He was messing with her.
yeah, he always messing with her,
So wait,
messing
wait,
with
when,
me
when is
too.
when is ladies' night gonna be? When is lady? He was cracking me up.
Yeah. So he's good about that kind of stuff. But yeah, so big girl, when you fell asleep last night, you missed your wrench. Riddick was rooting for you and trying to look out for you, so you missed your wrench, or whatever and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to figure that. Oh, the Reebok special come on tonight on Netflix. Oh, that's
I'm gonna
what
watch that.
Angel,
I'm gonna
huh?
watch that. I'm gonna watch that. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be real nice.
Did you see on do you have Prime?
Yeah, we got Prime.
Did you see the when they was talking about LSU last year or the year before last? They had Flau'jae, they had Angel. They was talking about their NIL deals.
Yeah, I saw that
That
one
was
because
nice.
they
Yeah.
had, because that one they had other, like the football players and stuff up there too, right?
Mm-hmm. The gymnastics. They had track and field. They had other basketball players. The guys. Yeah.
Christopher KSAP never once since I've been watching his live has he said he don't like Caitlin Clark. When he talks, it's about the haters. It's about the fake fans. It when he's breaking stuff down about her game and what she does and all that kind of stuff, it's from a basketball perspective. But a lot of people don't, when they come up there, they don't like to keep it about basketball when it comes to that particular player. So of course, if you're on the outside looking in, you would think that, but he's never, not once said that he did not like Caitlin Clark. There's a
Listen,
difference. That's why I say you gotta, like, for me, I understand it because K Stout, Bro Clock, Keisha, B Key, they break it down. from a basketball perspective. And when they break it down from a basketball perspective, you have to be critiqued. I'm even critiqued as an artist. I'm not a perfect artist. I have different stuff. Some people may like it, some people may not like it. But, you know, in life, you are going to be critiqued. You know, that doesn't, just because you critique a player, does not mean you don't like them. But for some reason, when it comes to only this particular player, people get upset and get in their feelings when it's facts over feelings on different areas. If people watch any podcast you watch, if you're consistent on who you're watching, you will know where they're coming from. And I'll land with that part.
Right.
Oh,
So constructive criticism, when you have constructive criticism of Caitlyn, they call it hate. No, she could be critiqued. Y'all critique Angel. Y'all
Angel
critique
don't take the
Fee. Y'all critique Asia.
they
Everybody get
critique
critiqued. But that's not
everybody.
don't mean we hate them. That mean we just give them constructive criticism or constructive views on their game. So yeah.
Yeah, and so look, Christopher, when they be breaking down Angel stuff, I see it. Oh, keep an eye on for me. I see it, but it's better for them to say it. You know what I'm saying? Since I'm so much of a nurturer, I see it, but I'm like, okay, now they've broken it down. Now I understand. Then I go back. I may not know exactly what's this, what's that, but I know when they talk about the stats, it's real, it's facts. The stats are lining up. The way that they're playing is lining up. That's why, yes, you look at the stats too, but you got to have that eye test along with those, while you're looking at those stats and stuff like that. And that's what I love about those podcasts. Christopher, I promise you, when you go to their sites, keep an open mind, and then you'll understand where I'm coming from. Don't just catch a glimpse of it, 5 or 10 minutes of simply ball dropping or the full court trio or Keisha or whoever. Don't just catch 5 or 10 minutes of somebody live or come up there, every so often to see what they're talking about, because if you come up there like every time like they go live or most of the time they go live, you will really understand where they're coming from a basketball perspective, knowing the stats, knowing, hey, this is what you got to work on, all that kind of stuff. Nobody's perfect. Can Caitlyn be a GOAT? Yes, she can. So can Angel. Can look, we got Kiki coming in there. Can Kiki be a GOAT? Yes, she can. Can Paige Beckers be a GOAT? Yes, she can. It's all in timing. We don't want to, as fans, push people into a position that they have yet to get just yet. She has plenty of time to get. All of the players have plenty of time to get to where they're gonna be. Is Caitlin Clark gonna be great? Of course. Is Angel gonna be great? Of course. Is Rakia gonna be great? Of course. The list goes. Is Asia phenomenal? Of course. Is Fee phenomenal? Yes.
Look, I think a lot of so-called
Oh,
CC fans, um, they just look at the highlights. I don't think they actually watch the game because she has some flaws in her game. And right now, y'all just look at that. Oh, she's doing these logo threes and she's selling out the crowd. That's on the fan. That's the fan thing. Don't make her the goat because she's doing these things because the crowd. What make her the goat is what she do on the floor. And right now, she has some flaws. And let's just be real. Paige Beckers has more a complete game than CC, and she won more than CC.
mhm,
She won
mhm.
in high school. She won in college. CC never did any of those things. So actually,
And
Paige is better than CC at this point. Now, can she surpass that? Of course. But right now, Paige Beckers is better than CC. But y'all not talking about her. You talking about Caitlin Clark because she do all these threes, but she don't do anything else consistently right now. I mean, let's just be real.
an extra piece that exactly you don't get 500 points from and 500 rebounds in the season from being no good. Andrew is figuring it out. Thankfully, she has better shooters around her now that she can kick the ball out to.
So you hear big girl? He said, "Forget about Christopher. Where my wrench at?"
I saw big girl. Look, I gotta ask Casey about this wrench. Miss D, I don't know how to drop the wrench.
I ain't got a wrench either, big girl.
I'm
Yeah,
okay. I'm gonna figure
you
out
been
your
over
wrench.
there longer than me though. Okay, we didn't think we was a
Oh,
white guy. We didn't
Christian,
care
we
about your
didn't say
color.
about race. We don't do
Exactly.
that. We don't do that.
Exactly. Did we say we ain't
I
say
don't
nothing about
care what
race?
color you are.
Exactly.
If you a basketball fan, you a basketball fan. This is the biggest problem. We know that the racism exists. We know that the stuff is out there, but we're not here to keep going back and forth about that. You know what I'm saying? We're here to talk about basketball, and it's
I
okay.
don't think you watch the game because Paige is actually more complete. She played defense. She passed better. She don't have turnovers like CC have, and she's just as good as CC. So no, right now she's better than CC. Watch the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you really do. You gotta do the eye test, Christopher, like me. Like I was saying, how our community with KSAP and all that kind of stuff, where they break down the stats and all that kind of stuff, and you take that and you attach it to the game. So when they are talking about it, you may not know the full number of what they're saying, but you watch that game, so you can match that game up with what they're saying, and then you go back. That's anything in life. Anything somebody presents to you, go back and research it, because what I've known with the community that I stand up for, 10 toes down for KSAP, and all of the people in the chat, is that it's facts over feelings. I go back, I'm learning it, even though I'll be like, I'm over here, talking about the art, talking about how I like this player, talking about their mental health and all that kind of stuff. I know it, I just don't have it memorized. You know what I'm saying? But I go back so I can be familiar with not just the person, but the game too. So yeah. But big girl, I'm gonna work on that wrench now. But yeah, Miss D, yeah, you have to research your players. You gotta know their accomplishments. You gotta know before they got into the WNBA, now they're in the WNBA, the highlights, what they're doing, is it making a difference, all that kind of stuff. What makes this person great and the other person can't be great too. Everybody has a unique talent about themselves. Each and every player in the WNBA has a blessing of having a gift or a talent that they can produce on the court. Now, are they going to continue to compare two women in different positions? Oh, he did give you a rinse last night. Okay. Oh, she trying to talk about me now. Oh, you had to throw me on the bus like that, big girl. Miss D, she talking about case I gave her one last night. Oh, you
Oh.
asking. He was gonna give you one last night, but we couldn't find you. You wasn't up there. So did you get the wrench? Oh, you'll find out today if you no, because it's on a different site. Um, I don't know, big girl. He was trying to give it to you, but you were hold on, guys. He was trying to give it to you, but we were calling for you, but you left. So I don't know. I don't. Oh, you were asking a question. He was gonna give it to you. Miss D was up there too. He was gonna give you the wrench last night, but you left. And he called. He said, "Big girl." He gave a call out for you to get it, or whatever. But you know, yeah, we figured because you missed that call. I was like, if you was up there, you wouldn't have missed the call last night or whatever. So yeah, so okay, so don't worry, I'm gonna get you a wrench in here. Guess who got to tell me how to do the wrench? Case out. But y'all see, I'm moving up. I just got the look where I can put the media in the box. So
How you
kudos
do
to
that?
me.
How you do that?
What? Put the media in the box?
Yeah.
So what I did was I airdropped it to my MacBook from my
Oh, okay.
phone.
Okay.
But Miss D, like you can if you can go into all your stuff on your do a lot on your computer, you
Uh-huh.
just you go into present, and it'll say like it'll say upload, it'll say let me see, it'll say video file or image file, and that's how you upload whatever.
Okay. But did you find out how to also do um put the link without having to with you having to go and copy and paste. How you do that?
No, what you gonna you okay, the only other way you can do it is that you're gonna have to send an email to the person that you want to come on your live. So the next time you go live, I'm gonna because I don't know what was happening with the comments because I kept posting it, but you wouldn't get the email.
I see it.
So
I see it.
tonight what I'm gonna do, I'm put it in a full court trio thing, and
Okay.
you write it down, and then you for the next time you want me to come up, you'll have it.
Okay. So yeah, do a video. Guess what? I just learned how to do the boxes, but we'll see how it look and the little graphic.
Yeah, see, it comes with time. I had learned how to do the boxes, but Casey had shown me all this stuff. But because at the time, at the beginning, he was showing me, I was overthinking. But once I got comfortable, I was like, wait a minute, he showed me this, he showed me. And once I calmed down, that's when everything started falling into play. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I had texted him to show me how to get my media in the box. I was like, wait a minute. He showed me that too. Take your time, and when it's really important that you need to text him for something, just you text him or whatever. So I figured that out, playing around with it. But when you're nervous about something and trying to get it right, that's when you don't get it. But when you take your time and it's not on your brain like that, Miss D, then you get it.
Right. Yeah.
Chris
Play
was
around a
Chris,
little bit. But yeah,
Crystal said, y'all trying to put Paige Beckers to replace Caitlin Clark. Not going to happen.
no, they
Nobody
no,
ever said
no.
that.
We're not
It's not
replacing her.
about
We're saying she's
replacement.
better.
Nobody ever said that. It's not
She's more
about
complete right now. She's more complete. She's a little
she Miss
older. Go
Miss
ahead.
D gave her opinion and said that she was more complete. She gave the reasons why she felt the way she felt. Nobody ever said Paige Beckers is going to replace Caitlin Clark. Paige Beckers is Paige Beckers, and Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark. They don't have twins, so they're not going to be able to replace each other. They're just going to continue to win in their own skills. That's the way I see it.
Exactly. So yeah. So but they like I said, they for some reason they so infatuated with the logo threes and they don't see nothing else that's more that I can't say it. That's a part of basketball. It's just Steph Curry syndrome. You see the logo threes and you just get excited. There's nothing wrong with that, but she has to do other things. Otherwise, she might not be in the league because you can play yourself out the league by not doing anything else, or you could be a semi bust. I won't say she'll be a bust, but she won't be like what people think. So you putting pressure on her right now, and she's not it right now. The face of the league, whether you like it or not, is Asia Wilson. Point blank player, period. And she's putting up the numbers. So it's not like we saying that she's a face of the league and
That's
she
what
a
I'm saying.
bum.
It's facts over
She
feelings.
putting up
Yeah.
high 20s and she doing double doubles every night. Double doubles every night. And she been
No,
doing this for the last 10 years. Her 10-year reign, Asia Wilson, as far as winning and putting up numbers. Come on now. When you talk about Caitlin Clark, go ahead.
yeah, I'm just saying Asia Wilson and Fee, Fee coming back with a with a vengeance, ain't
Oh yeah,
she?
yeah. But I'm talking about the
Fee,
face. I'm talking about the face of the league is still right now.
yeah,
It's
of
Asia.
course.
Then
This
right.
is the thing. Once you accomplish something, you accomplish it. Now, nobody can take that. You will always be the face of the league. Is it gonna come along and somebody do it better? Yes, but you still remain in that spot for being one of the ones that is the face of the league.
Now Caitlin she can be the face of the league, but they putting it they giving it to her already and she hasn't did anything. She hasn't did that. She hasn't had half of the none of the accomplishments that Asia had. She's the face. Don't
And
get
then
so excited about the dang on logo threes. I mean, Oh, she put people in the seats. That's not has nothing to do with basketball. We talking about basketball fans.
more than logo three, she had the most assists in the league last year. I think people forget as dominant as Angel was at rebound. CC was just a dominant with assists. We
She
wanted,
was
you know
good.
what? FM FM. How you say F? Oh, the links don't look good. Oh, big girl. They doing something good. Um, F 4M. We know those things. I don't think people forget. It's just that when you're talking about all of us are Chicago Sky fans, right? When we go to these certain podcasts or whatever, and what happens is we see everything that's going on when it comes to Angel Reese. And so when we get into talking about Angel Reese, it's always where they bring Caitlin Clark in the conversations when they're playing two different positions or whatever. So to make it more clear, they'll do an overall breakdown of Angel, and they'll add a little bit to show the difference of what Caitlin Clark has going on. Nobody's forgotten about Caitlin Clark and what she's achieved and what she's achieving now and what she's gonna achieve. Nobody's forgetting that. It's where you come into, and let me tell you, this is real talk. When you try to put yourself or someone in a position that it's not time for them to be put in, you don't realize the mental and the stress you are putting on that person or that player, because it's just not that time yet. When they are ready and it is their time to receive the accolades, the accomplishment, then it will happen. But pushing it on the person, or you pushing it on yourself, is not going to exceed expectations. It's just going to make you, it's just going to be a buildup of a lot of overwhelming, just dealing with your mind. Like your mindset is going to constantly be changing. LeBron was basically the new favor of the league before he did anything. What makes a person the face to me? In three things: MVP candidate. Does a casual fan know who you are, and do people show up to watch you? We gotta. I know that the world likes
They
to put
show up.
money.
They show up. They
I,
show up
I
to watch
know.
all the
I know.
time.
Right, and I know that the world likes to put money over people. It's to be expected because that's how most of the world look at things, or whatever the case may be. Here, Momo.
But listen,
Over here.
Asia is the face of the league. You know why? Those A1s sold out. So don't tell me that she don't have popularity like CC do. Them things been selling out like hotcakes. And
Mm-hmm.
everything all her Nike gear been selling out. So she is the face of the league. LeBron did not have an Asia Wilson uh like that. Caitlyn still has to deal with Asia Wilson and the Fisa Collier. They're just as popular. And then all the Aces home games sell out. So don't tell me that Asia, especially Asia, don't sell out her gym shoes. Okay? She made a lot of money off them gym shoes. It's so I don't know what you're talking about. She's the face of the league.
Big Girl says, "Why is there CC fans in a Sky chat?" Um, I don't know. I don't know why they're like. I don't know their agenda, because I'm talking about Angel and the road ahead for her, and the Sky team and different stuff like that. I could understand if they were coming in here and say, "Hey, like it's like a defense of going back and forth. We don't have to go back and forth. You believe in what you believe in. That is your favorite player, and that's okay. But to keep going back and forth and saying this player is this and this player is that, we don't have to keep doing that, and unless you want to start pulling out the facts and the stats and everything.
So they always do. They'll find Angel. If you talking about Angel, they'll find it where to Angel chat. They will. But
Oh, wait a minute. He said, "Okay, Chris, I'm gonna let you be, and you can say whatever you want to say. One thing you don't know about me is that I'm a
nobody say we
believer.
racist. Nobody
I'm a
said they was racist.
believer, and I don't see color. I know
Hey,
my
we didn't say
color.
you was racist.
I know what I deal with. But when it comes to God's rainbow, you don't know me. I love all His people. I'm
Hey,
just not
we
gonna
never said
put
that.
people on a pedestal, because the only person that's up high that's on a pedestal is God.
That's right.
Thank you, and you have a great day with that one.
Right. Nobody
to,
said we
to,
was
to have
racist.
people
What you about?
to agree or disagree. When you say something like that, that's coming from that starts in your household. That comes from your childhood. Something is stand up in you where you feel like people can't have a difference of opinion and still get along, or whatever the case may be. I'm not doing that. I'm not that type of person. If you want to find somebody else's chat or podcast to go to, you go right ahead. But what we're not going to do is play color against color or go back and forth with that. We're talking basketball. We're talking facts over feelings. We're talking motivation. We're talking encouragement. I came up here today because I know Game 7 will be on Saturday. I know that Angel Reese shoe dropped today, and she gets a lot of negative outside, on and off the court. So as a fan, to prepare myself, because that could be my daughter going through what she's going through, I have to prepare myself by uplifting her. So when Game 7 come on Saturday, my mind is set. Hey, we're gonna get some look. We're gonna have some haters. We're gonna have some people that don't like it. We're gonna have the comments. We're gonna have the feedback. But we still gonna stand 10 toes down for Angel Reese. Hold on, guys.
So, oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Can I say this? Can I say
Go
this,
ahead, Miss
ABC?
C. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
So okay, Christopher, I got a question. Just write in the chat. What you think about how people are saying racist things toward, as a black man, as you claim, racist things towards Angel, and how they're treating Angel and being real nasty towards her. So you come in here talking about CC, and CC never went through those things that Angel go through. So that's why I want to know. You know, CC she could just play basketball. Angel has to worry about racist things being said to her. They talking about her how she dressed, everything she do is criticism. So what is your thoughts as a black man on that? Right in the chat, Chris.
Big
But
girl said, yeah, okay, big girl. We're gonna get back to our
I know.
focus
But
or whatever.
listen, what Big Girl said something about the links. Um, well, the Lynx, they undefeated, but they don't look good. But that's because just like my Aces, they refuse. No, she don't. No, she don't. She do not get no hate. She not called the C word or H word racist taunts by black people. I haven't seen no black person that said nothing racist about Caitlin Clark
Oh,
like
big girl said,
Angel do. But
big girl
anyway,
said these are not black men, so they must be trolls. Okay, we're gonna stay. Okay, Miss
yeah,
D,
but
go
the
ahead,
links
finish
though,
what you.
the
Okay,
links.
talk about the links. Yeah.
So the problem with the links, I always said that they did not go out and get a nice post player. That's their problem. They're still kind of small to me. But if they want to win, just like my Aces, they gotta even though they
The
got a young
Aces
lady
ain't
play.
playing like they normally play either.
Right, Tyus could have helped, but Tyus is pregnant. They need to go out and get. I keep saying this. I like her, and she's no, she's going. She's on a team that's going nowhere fast. Tina Charles, go out and get Tina Charles.
Well,
Go
she
out and get
already
somebody.
switched up. Tina Charles went to what team?
No, she said she went to Connecticut. They could trade for her,
Mm.
but
You know what? I was messing around last night when I was on Bro Clyde chat, and I said they're gonna mess around because Kennedy almost finished over there. And I said they're gonna mess around. Somebody gonna sign her because they running out of players. They need somebody.
I hope so. I want her on a contender team. I want Minnesota, and I
They're gonna
want
mess
the
around and pick
Aces.
Kennedy
I
up.
want Seattle. Somebody. I want a contender team. Not no weak team.
Oh, they
Um,
ain't gonna do that.
but
They
guess
gonna make
what?
a statement, huh?
But guess what? You hear about some fans talking about trade Camilla for Rakia. No, I like Rakia. Don't be wrong, but why would you trade a 6'7" girl for Rakia? She do, I like her, but
Rakia
no,
gonna be fine. Rakia gonna be fine. With
she's not gonna be. No,
with
I
the
think she.
Sparks.
I don't want her with the Sparks.
Well, I'm saying she gonna be
So this
fine
year,
until
yeah.
it's time for her to move, because we we already know what time it is, and we just gotta root her on like we root Angel on. Because one thing I don't like, regardless of what team we go for, I don't like them. It's like they starting to do these targets.
They are, but
They're
look,
starting to target, and they're starting to target Rakia,
right,
Dejanay.
right, the
We
black
already
woman.
know
You notice
Angel.
that, right? You notice that because do you see what they did to DJNA? Why would you call security over? She was just
Right, and she
arguing
was
a
just calling
call,
to,
and
yeah,
then she gonna call security. Oh, that was a punk move.
uh-huh. She said, "Big girl said Aces need a post player. Kia Stokes is not it."
No, she's not. They need Kia Stokes. How tall is she? Because I think she only I don't know how tall she is, but Charles is 6'2", but she played bigger than 6'2". I like Charles on a contender team. I always want her to go out with a bang because she's on her last few years of playing, and I want her to go out with a
Hmm.
bang. Yeah, they do need to. That's what I'm saying. The Aces and the Lynx, they ain't really serious about winning against the Liberty. They need some post players. They get those post players, at least two good post players. They can challenge Liberty. Right now, the way Liberty playing, ain't nobody beating them right now. And I
And let me
love
say
my
something about the Liberty. Let me say this about the Liberty. Give Natasha Clouds her credit. Give it to her. I seen y'all in the little post game and everything like that. Give Cloud her props because she deserves it.
I didn't know she was. I knew she was good. I didn't know she's gonna be this good for them. I mean,
She
she
probably
doing
been holding it in.
everything.
That's the thing. When you on them teams, you ready to go and all that drama going on, and then they shock you and they do what they did to you. You got it in your mindset and your mental that you coming back with a vengeance. Like you coming back and you ain't playing. You coming back and you gonna do your best. Like you aiming for the best that you could be. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way they did her. So she coming for their heads, and she
Oh
not
yeah,
playing
definitely,
with it.
definitely. That's why I'm mad that the Sky didn't try to get her. I like Ariel, but if they would have had Natasha Cloud, because she's aggressive. She not gonna hold nothing back. She play hard, and her and Angel together, woo, that would been nice. Man, on the
Hmm.
Sky, and I'm mad that the Aces didn't get her, and then I'm mad at the Lynx didn't try to. I mean, a lot of these teams. You let Natasha Cloud go to the Liberty. Why? How?
And now she getting ready to have a championship.
It look like it. I hate to say that if they don't make no moves, like Minnesota and the Aces supposed to be championship contenders. If they don't make no more moves, I don't know. It's gonna be rough
And
for them.
all the post players. So look at their stats. And then on top of that, big girl, it's
They
like,
do.
look, you got to have more players when these play. You don't never know when your favorite players or people on the team get injured. And you got to come and bring in another player or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like you really got to be on your game. Like, okay, if this particular player go, who am I going to already have it up? You know what I'm saying? Already have it on paper who you getting ready to replace with, and not just anybody. That's if you want your team to win.
You know who I go after too? Dallas is not going anywhere. I would go after Tierra McCowan. Now she could score a little bit better than Kia Stokes. She's 6'7". So get two players for the Aces if y'all really or these two players either go for the Aces or the Lynx, and that's
Hmm.
McCowan and Charles. Try to get those two. If they get one of those teams get those two, they can compete against because they have a deeper bench. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. But they gonna look, Miss D. They're gonna have to do something because the Liberty is not coming to play. They are not coming to play at all. So, okay, so we getting ready to have this game. Didn't nobody know that she was up for trade until it happened. Hold on, Miss D. Okay, yeah. So, Miss D, we got this game on Saturday. What you think you getting ready to see on Saturday?
I forget who they playing Saturday.
Chicago is playing the Fever on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard
Hmm.
Time.
That's gonna be now the first game. It looked bad, but this I think the Sky gonna come out the way they playing now is gonna be a better game. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah, so yeah, I
Okay.
can see them winning. No problem. Well, you know,
Yeah. We just got I can see them winning too. You just
yep, get Camilla involved because you know, she know AB. They play. They was college teammates. They know each other. Game. Yeah, give it a ball to Camilla. Make them guard Camilla. Lot more pick and roll.
Yeah, and then you notice what's a blessing too. They're playing in Chicago, so that by them playing in Chicago, it's a better like atmosphere, for the players to be able to play in too.
Look, why the big girl call her Terry McCowan? No, Tierra actually could play. The problem with Tierra is she you can give her the ball. Give her the ball inside and have Asia play on the outside. She could hit those
Oh, you want to say hi? Okay,
I but
she's running.
oh but no, yeah, Tierra McCowan is actually a pretty decent player. Of course I still would like to have Tina Charles. Like I said, trade for both.
Yeah,
Have Tina Charles along with Asia. And yeah, Terry McCowan, big girl wrong.
big girl trying to be funny. She
But
trying
it
to be
was a
funny.
rumor about that. I don't know. They say there's a few Joanna mans in the WNBA. Who knows? But I don't know.
Oh yeah, ain't nobody mess with big girl
You hear that rumor though? Terry
acting
McCowan.
up or whatever and stuff. I think it's gonna be a good game. They had extra time to like connect more with each other or whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see more skills that they have, and just see how they play the game connected. I did notice with I think Sloot needs give her breaks in between, you don't want to wear and tear her out. um I hope Allen is in that starting lineup, but I think Mars is kind of like Nola, where so many times they wait and then they put them in or something like that. I don't know. They'll
Well, I
switch the
know at
lineup.
least ain't gonna be 30 points. At least ain't gonna be a 30 point loss. I don't see them losing 30 points if they do lose. I doubt it. No, they're a lot better than what they looked. You know.
Yeah, and then you got to remember, like you said, everybody got to work together. They got to connect with each other. So they didn't have a whole lot of time to connect with each other or whatever, the case may be, and stuff like that. So either way, it's gonna be a good game. This is game two. This is game two with the Fever. We'll have three more extra games to go. Casey, hold on. Yeah, so we'll have three more games after this one to play. So we'll see how they grow in each game, each of the remaining games. And once that last game, we could really tell, how they do, because they playing five times or whatever. So we're gonna see, and I'm glad Saturday's game is in Chicago. Oh, Tierra doesn't show up all the time. Dallas has a serious problem. Big girl, I don't know what's going on with Dallas. All the players, um, it's just different. Except, I think that, like they said, once they kind of like our Sky, once they match, find the chemistry and whatever for this year, then they'll win more games and stuff like that.
Well, let me say this. I like Enrique, but it's time to make it official and make it Page team. Trade her this year because and I hate to say that, tank so she can get her girlfriend Paige, and yeah, trade Enrique this year.
Well, I seen
So
I seen the picture I sent to the group chat where it had Angel Reese and Izzy is it Fudd, her last name Fudd. I saw they
mhm.
were young, and I don't know where they played at, but they were young and they were standing beside each other. So I'm like, okay, is somebody trying to hint to something? I don't know, but
No, she might
um
go to Dallas. They gonna tank, and they should because
oh, okay.
they not going nowhere fast. They're not going nowhere. They lost, but even though I was reading the stat, they lost 7 games. Um, from 5 points or less.
Mm.
They playing hard. I'm not saying that, but right now, Enrique is still playing that throw the ball up ball. And when she hot, but then you be like, sometimes you just want to choke her. Sometimes Enrique, because sometimes a lot of those games, she lost for them. I hate to say, at least three of them. She out of those five, she lost by jacking up shots.
Big Girl said Ariel and Angel are on the same page. They will show out for the game on Saturday. That's what Big
Oh, they
Girl said.
will. They will.
Yeah, they will. It's a different ball
I just
game
wanted
now.
Camilla to play Aaliyah Boston even. I want her to get her points against Aaliyah Boston because Aaliyah gonna get her points. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think they will. It'll be a difference. You know, um the way they play on Saturday. They had their off days. Oh, Big Girl said the only person showing up is Dejanay.
oh yeah, definitely she play hard. Yeah, she definitely gonna always show up. Well, Paige, in and out, but I'm not saying just tank, just tank. It ain't worth it. Try to get AC Foot or some other top player, but yeah,
Mm.
Dallas, you ain't going nowhere. They not going nowhere.
Because it's a different ball game next year, so you don't know who's staying where. All them players ain't staying on those teams, so
No, a lot of these players on 1 year deals.
it's getting ready to be off the chain next year. It's gonna be so crazy out here. It's gonna be spinning
That's
for
why
real.
Chicago they got to make sure they build that facility so they can get some people. Fire Jeff too. Let's go on a fire Jeff campaign. Get rid of Jeff. Jeff is gonna be the worst. Get rid of Jeff.
Oh, something they better. All I can say is that's why I said, Misty, you gotta be careful how you do people. You you gotta be careful how you do people because the way that he did Teaspoon and Kennedy Carter, it's starting to show. It's starting to come back. You're starting to see the difference. You know what I'm
She
saying?
is. She is playing hero ball. Yep, you are seeing the difference though.
Yeah.
They are reaping what they did to Spoon and Kennedy. Because you still could have had at least okay, you fire Spoon, you still could have at least had Kennedy giving you 14, 15 points a game. That would help.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's still talking about some if Kayla was black, you'll like her. We didn't say we hated her.
I don't mess with that Christopher because my granddaughter is biracial, so I don't mess with those kind of comments. Some people just want attention, and that's not the attention I'm getting ready to get nobody. Not no racist attention, none of that. But but yeah, Miss D. Yeah, Enrique do sometimes play hero ball. You know somebody on the Chicago. Let me hush. Y'all okay, I'm not gonna say that. I want y'all to do the eye test on these games. Oh, Tankin won't get you the number one pick. You hear that, Miss D? Big girl said Tankin won't get them the number one pick.
Unlike the guys, they don't have a lottery, do they? Do the guys, guys, they have a lottery. No matter if you take or not, they have like a lottery. Do they do a lottery in WNBA?
Not that I know of. Big
So
girl, do they do
otherwise,
the lottery? I don't think so.
right? Otherwise,
It's
they get
so
the number
much of a
one.
difference between the WNBA and the NBA now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So they get AZ because I think Paige with her boo thing, AZ on the team with her. Well, that's what they act like. Come on now, but we just close friends. They act like boo things. But hey,
Good.
because Olivia and Maddie go together. Olivia from Notre Dame go with Maddie.
I could see Maddie coming off that bench going off, but I that could just be me.
Yeah.
I could just be.
So you got a whole
And I
bunch
don't
of
mean going
females.
off like that, but I'm just saying,
Right, right.
I'm
You
quite
know what?
sure Bam Bam should look.
You know what? She could be like, because look, just think how I can't believe this. Um, Hattie. Sonya Citron playing pretty good. I think she's gonna play pretty good in the pros. She could be like a Sonya Citron, give you some nice minutes and score. You know what I mean? I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out. You
Mm-hmm.
had Maddie, you had Sonya, you had Latu King. How in the heck that Notre Dame didn't at least get to Elite Eight and Final Four with that talent?
Right.
I think I see all these players except Maddie because she ain't get no player time. But all the Notre Dame players are playing pretty good in the pros. The newer Notre Dame players.
Let me ask you this. So
Like,
do
wow.
the her legal team, Maddie's legal team and whoever working with her, they're not speaking up for her not being able to play the game? Nobody saying nothing?
I don't know.
I'm just curious because she hasn't played not in one game, has she? Except for oh, Big Girl said yeah, they got a lottery. Miss D, Big Girl said yes, they do have a
But guess
lottery.
what? You know, Paige, they gonna make sure Paige and AZ gonna team up in Dallas. That's what I'm saying. Enrique is the odd woman out. They not even gonna stay with DJ there now. This gonna be a whole new team. It's gonna be a Paige Becker's AZ Flood Wings team next year. Plus, you know, whoever else they get. If they do
And
that, I think that's
they got the new
ridiculous.
teams coming in too. You gotta remember that too.
That's true. But those players, I hope you know what I hope it's like 10 players, well mostly more than 10, but 10 players I know that I like that's not in the WNBA. It's like, come on.
Right, I know. Right. Yep, you're right. It is. It's a lot of them, but aren't they playing in some other league, Big Girl? I seen I think Deja Kelly, is she playing in that other league? I know some of the other players that got cut. What's the name of that other league, Miss D, that they have that the players are gonna be playing?
Well, some are playing overseas. I know that Deja Kelly still not playing overseas. Bree Hall not playing overseas. They what's her name? Harmony Turner just graduated. She's not playing in the league yet, so they
She's
still waiting
playing
around.
something though. She got signed to something.
No, she's still no. Very few are playing. They still just practicing, trying to stay ready. That's all. A lot of them that they haven't made it to teams yet overseas.
No, not overseas, but I have to look. What did? Okay, maybe that's just accepted to the practice then.
Yeah, yeah, might be practice. Yeah, but
Oh, she
yeah.
said confusion is what kept them from making it. That's what Big Girl was saying.
Hmm. Because the way Deja Kelly played, I'm like, yeah, she gonna make the ace. That's cool. And they cut her. I'm like, well, huh? But the aces always cut people. You be like, well, how you cut her? They bring you in one day and they cut you the next day. Like, why you bring them in there?
Right. They got to figure out a backup plan. They have
Too many
to.
players that no disrespect. I'm not trying to down any player, but it's too many players that shouldn't be on teams. They got guaranteed contracts like Kristen Bell. She can't play. And she got a her agent did a great job because she cannot play to me. And she been in the league since 2020, and
Do
she
they
hasn't
play
developed
her?
yet.
I don't think I ain't
They
never
play
heard of
her. They
her.
play her. They played her a little bit a few days ago. But yeah, she got a guaranteed contract, and she make 100 some thousand. So her agent did a good job for her.
Mm, wow. Wow. But then they say she was locked in before. She was
I'm
all
not
already
sure.
locked in with that
I'm not
contract.
sure.
Okay.
Her agent did a great job. Like Dana Evans, she has a no wave, no wave contract, and she make $200,000 guaranteed. And
Mm.
she played okay this year, but she still Dana Evans still kind of upset me the way she played with the Sky. Her attitude, I still can't get with her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She was sabotaged. She was supposed to be a veteran, and you sabotage Angel and
That's
them.
what, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful how you do people. It don't matter if you go to a great team or not. You got to be careful how you do. Just how you do people. How you handle things. You could, things sometimes you can handle different. Oh, is it Athletes Unlimited, Big Girl? Cause I seen Harmony Turner up there.
I thought they played the same time that Rival play.
I don't know, Miss D. I just
Oh,
noticed that they were saying they got signed. They were saying all the players, like a lot of players that got cut, they were signed to something, and I didn't know what it was.
but they're not playing yet. That's what I'm saying. They might be signed to them, but the Athletes Unlimited play in the same time frame as Unrivaled.
Well,
They was before Unrivaled. Yeah, they was before Unrivaled though.
okay. So that's probably what it is that they got signed to for the following year, maybe. And just practicing or whatever. But it was because it was on my Instagram, and then it was on TikTok too, saying that they got signed. Her and a couple of other players, and the one from the Valkyries that they cut. She's up there too, so it must be Athletes Unlimited. Then um, I had to research, but I think that's what it is. But yeah, guys, so we are gonna get ready for tonight for the full court trio. Miss D, you did a great job on your Rakia show.
Oh, thank you.
Jonathan, we ignoring that. We ignoring that because look, we already know Angel Reese is phenomenal, and what God got for her, He got for her, and nobody in this chat, the negative people, is gonna be able to stop that. So let them talk all they want to, but
I'm
the
gonna do a
the
recording about
truth.
Rakia. That's what I'm gonna do.
Um, she spoke out. I think I
Yeah,
seen
I'm
her
gonna
on
do that.
social where
I'm gonna put them on.
she spoke out, and we don't never know because her boyfriend just got picked to the NFL, so it might be something with basketball and family. It might be just family. It might be basketball.
Well,
You
she had a
know,
concussion, and I didn't know that. I didn't know she had a concussion. But the coach said she was okay, but she didn't play her. That's what I'm saying. If she okay, why didn't you play her? So that's why I'm thinking. Maybe it was a the coach decided not to play her, and so they said it's personal reasons. It could be like I said. I think something going on with her and the coaching staff, just like she had
well,
last year.
you know what? And look, the thing about it is, you don't want people like she was saying when she spoke out. Everybody ain't meant to know everything, and the media sometimes it's unfortunate that the lies will overtake the truth, and people don't know everything going on, and they won't know everything going on, and rightfully so, unless they say it, or whatever the case may be, but now that people there's a reason why certain stuff get done the way it get done, like the people that's talking about it could be this and it's probably this or whatever the case may be. Now maybe she'll get her playing time. You see what I'm saying? Like she'll probably get her playing time and stuff in there. Friend Harris has a new league starting next year in April. Maybe that's it. Maybe
Oh, I
so,
like that.
big girl.
We need that. They need that.
I'm a looking to it to find out everything everything about it. But yeah, do a part two on Rakia because she
I
she
am.
did drop something and saying that too. But you just never know what a person is going through. I hope her and the guy are good.
I think they good.
Um,
I don't think I don't think it's off the field. I think she's having a problem with the coaches
But you
because
know what? Y'all be on it. Y'all was on it about Jewel when Case
right
out there was talking about Jewel, and that's exactly what it was. A
the
lot
coaching
of
staff.
people don't like to read between the lines and the signs. There are signs.
Right.
You don't have. Of course, she's not going to speak on. That's her team. She's on her team. She still got to do her job. You know what I'm saying?
And you know how I know? Because they played 7 games, she only played 3, and then when she do play, it's for limited minutes. And no disrespect, she's better than Mercedes. She's better than who else they playing ahead of her? She's better than King.
And it's
But
sad because I know
you
she
know,
getting tired of having to. I know who I am, but why is it you as my overall surroundings don't know who I am? I shouldn't
facts.
have to prove myself when I've already proven because you put me on this team. So like
Well,
this year, it's like they picking and choosing like who they want to mess with, and it's crazy. It's crazy work. It's just crazy work.
and this year she's I like Hamby, but this year she kind of up and down. So you mean to tell me you can't play her over Hamby, King, or Mercedes? No, come on. And she shoots the three. Yeah, that's what they really want. They want the up and down three. She can shoot the three, but you're not giving her a chance before she got injured. So I can't say it was just the concussion because you wasn't really playing her when she was healthy. So
Yeah, I don't know what um everything is in it, but we see the signs. So It'll come. It will come, and people can't say they didn't see the signs because they right there.
You
You
know what?
know,
The other league, I like that. I like because remember a lot of people don't know before they kind of disbanded. It was the WNBA and it was ABL. So I hope that Harris has enough money, enough backing to pay the players because you had to make it worthwhile for them not to go overseas. You had to be able to match
I
what they
think you
paying
know
them.
what I think they'll do like they did with Unrivaled, because if we saw it as fans and content creators and stuff like that, then of course the whole world see it how their favorite players, these particular players, got cut, and it's a constant cut. But this time they did a big cut, a surprising big cut. So I'm quite sure they're gonna have some investors just like Unrivaled to be able to do that.
I hope so because I want them to like I said, the whole purpose of doing that is to make sure they don't have to go overseas and deal with the
Mm-hmm.
like what Brittany Griner had to go through because some of the rules outside of the United States is different than you had to deal with what they rules. That's their country. So I hope like okay, I think hopefully I think they gonna start paying the highest player is probably 500,000, and then it's gonna go down like that. I hope this the second league at least can pay the girls what 90,000, at least give them 90,000 so they don't have to go overseas. So that's what I'm saying. I hope this
Hey,
league
Case out.
it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
play them. Hey, KSAP, yeah. So I hope so. That's my goal. I mean, that's my hope. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Rakira's style of play doesn't fit the coaches. Look, look, big girl. Me and Miss D already said what K Sap now be saying. It always come to pass, and not saying. I mean, it's just real basketball talk. I mean, you can kind of tell, but now hopefully, she'll be able to. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, Miss D. Hopefully, she'll be able to at least get more playing time since it's all over the TikTok streets. It's all over the TikTok streets. Like, and I
I
ain't
think
talking
she
about no
fit.
one or two or
It
three you
is.
running
It is on
across.
TikTok. Yep, it is.
And
But
one thing they said about TikTok, especially when that thing happened with Angel, they say, when we post and repost, TikTok makes a difference. They make some noise. And
they
they
do.
do.
They
And
do.
they do. Even though all of that stuff wasn't considered, they do. And so for a majority of TikTok people to pick up on this and say it, and they're not just saying it, a lot of them are not just talking outside of their neck. They backing it up with what I'm saying, with how from last year, this year, college, what I'm saying. The people that like know the game, they breaking it down and saying this is it. And then you got the YouTubers and you got everybody else. Some people saying something different, but then I see where I'm like, case up they just touched on this, and then I see it on TikTok, all the same thing. So everybody not lying, you know what I'm saying, Miss D? Is the thing is people see the signs, but they ignore them. They choose to ignore them. So of course you're gonna get up there and say it's no problems and everything is going good with the team.
Well, she has to say that. That's the she
Right,
has to
that's
say
what
that
I'm saying.
she's
So of
still on the
course she's
team.
gonna say that,
But behind the scenes,
yeah, it's the same thing how, whatever was going on with Jules. So, you're not going to get up there and bash your team. You still got to play for them. You still got to show up for work. You still got to be in that environment.
let me say
And,
this.
hey,
Go ahead.
let look, if y'all want to release this, release it. Do you? But my mental health, I got to get up in there and still play this game with this
Exactly.
team.
But maybe that's
You
what
know
it
what I'm
was.
saying?
Maybe that's what it was. It wasn't her boyfriend. Maybe she felt like, okay, I'm not getting no playing time. I'm still, I'm gonna tell them that my head still hurt. No, and she took
Yeah,
that
because
time for
they
herself.
good. I forgot what
Right.
team. I forgot what NFL team that he went to, but they good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But let me say this. She can play. Look, she can play in that style. She could shoot the three. She could post you up. She can run. The problem is sometimes it's not that she can't play in that system. The coach had to want you. For some reason, that coach don't want her, don't like her. Not like her personally, but I'm saying don't want her, don't want her.
You know why?
You know.
And this, look, guys, this is just my opinion. Now that you brought that up, when when other people see the gifts that that you got inside of you, they see it, right? But they want to pass on this other agenda with certain players. And I'm not gonna speak on them certain
Oh
players,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
but they have a certain type of agenda with certain players. In order to keep those certain players on top, they will try to bring down the real truth. And Rakia for LA Sparks, she is part of the real truth. Plum is not going to be able to carry that team by herself. She Plum, De'Erica is not going to be able to carry that team by themselves. They are going to need Rakia. Of course, is Brink coming back this year?
You're supposed to. That's what I'm saying. Look,
And see, that's what I'm talking
you
about.
eliminated her. You eliminated her, and then Brick ain't. We don't know when she coming back. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's what they did. That's what they did last year. It wasn't until like when Brink went down that he really brought her into play. But this is just like this is what every team, they whatever they feel like, you get these different coaches, they come in there, they talking the talk, and they like, okay, before I see your skills, but I'm not gonna let you dominate like that because I still gotta uphold and uplift this player right here because this player was supposed to be the player of this team. You know what I'm saying? But we see you coming out and you acting good. You too good. You know what I'm saying? So we want to, like, it's like they got to put one player down to bring another player in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and look, Hamby is a little older. Plum is a little older. Rukia is still 24 years old. She should be part of your rebuild. Whatever y'all doing, she can
I
play that. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I think probably Rakia and Hamby are pretty good, but we also remember that Plum and Hamby are really tight friends or whatever the case may be too. So you know they're gonna include that on the court as well.
Right. Right.
So I think I don't think it's more of the players. I think it's like you said, like y'all was saying last night, in case something was saying you were saying today, it's more of the coaches. And that's just like any job. When you got a new sheriff in town, everything can change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But she look. She could play in any.
Oh, big girl
Oh
said,
yes. Go ahead.
big girl funny. Miss D, big girl said maybe she too dark. Big girl, I ain't messing with you, big
You
girl.
never know. This is LA,
No,
and
I'm just saying the way,
right,
you
right.
know what I'm saying. We
Right.
kind
I
of
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But
we
yeah,
get it. We get it.
it could be
That's my
possible.
whole point. I said, big girl, you know what I said? I said this year, of course, Angel is the top one that gets the most hate and stuff. But now they starting to nitpick, like we said, with
Dejanay.
Rakia, Dejanay, and those the three I know so far where it's starting.
And
They
they call
starting to
them. They,
try
you
to,
know what they call them? Angry black women. And they with
yeah,
angry.
they're trying to
Yeah.
build that up because they see a lot of people got discernment too. Don't get it twisted. They know the talent these girls got, and they don't want it to overtake. But they ain't got to worry about it wanting to overtake. It's gonna overtake when the time is right anyway. You know what I'm saying? Big Girl said she heard a new investigations opening with the storm. Well, we'll
I
let
heard
that
about
go.
that. I think it's some Chinese player on their team. Something about that. I guess. I guess that's what
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
she want to be traded.
Also,
I
yeah.
saw
Go ahead.
that today.
But they still
Uh,
haven't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just saw it on TikTok or IG, one of the two, where she want to be traded. But that, you just never know. A lot of times it's not what we think it is. When stuff like that happens, it's two sides to a story, and everybody can play a role in it. You don't realize what type of role you play and stuff like that. So we don't know. Look,
Still want to
well,
know
big
what
girl,
happened in June.
big girl, you know how the WNBA do. They gon' keep putting them fake T-shirts on, and keep broadcasting them fake T-shirts and stuff. So they not gonna do anything.
Some is not better. I know she said it seems like she is trying to prove something, but sometime in proving that
And that's what's messing her up in them games
exactly,
because one one
exactly.
one player cannot carry the whole team.
Especially when you only 5'8", it's not like she over 6 feet. She's a tiny person. She can play now. She a dog. Don't get me wrong, but she's a
Right.
5'8". guard. So come on.
You can play that hero ball you want to, and
That's why
you
they
gonna
what 2-6. They 2-6.
yeah, because you keep playing that hero ball, and it's not gonna work. We seen that with teams hero ball. She don't have to. I know she's trying to prove it. She shouldn't have to prove it and just be her. She just be her and not try to prove so much. Then they will win these games and stuff. But it has to be a team effort. You know what I'm saying? It just can't be one person running the show. It's not. I don't know. Maybe somebody said it's your team, it's Plum's team, but I think all in all, they really want it to be Brink's team.
Yeah,
Um,
but she can't stay healthy. She haven't. I mean, but
but that's what they want, though.
I know that what they want. But Rakia Jackson, even though Brink was drafted before her, it was questions about Brink's health in Stanford. She was having knee problems at Stanford. So this is not nothing new.
Mm-mm.
And when Rakia went in there, you see she do pretty good. I showed that she scored 13 points a game after they let her in the starting lineup. So she could even be even better this year, but she didn't give her a chance.
Mm-mm. And you know
And
what?
go ahead.
It's gonna be like you don't give me a chance, but when my time come, ain't nothing you can do about it. It's just gonna be like explosions on the floor.
Exactly. And then also Plum, I don't think she's trying to say she's better than Asia, but she would what I think she's trying to prove that she could be a leader. And sometimes being a leader is not jacking up the shots. Being a leader is helping you doing whatever it takes for your team to win. See, she think I'm just gonna jack the shots up, but you costing your team a lot of these games. The Sparks could have been a little bit better. It could have been like maybe 4-4 instead of 2-6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. Big Girl said her trade isn't because of the investigation. It has something to do with Jewel.
Oh yeah, they still investigating that. Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh, okay,
they, you
okay.
know what? They might wind up like the Aces. You know what happened with Dearica and the pregnancy situation? They
Mm-hmm.
lost money and they also lost picks. So they might lose picks about this, just like the Aces lost their picks last year.
Yeah. Brian Allen said, with the recent investigation of the storm, I hope some people stop bashing the Sky organization. All the WNBA organizations probably have problems. Brian, we know that the Sky for some reason is the black sheep. For I don't care, it don't matter what
The
they
Sky,
do,
it
how
didn't
they do it.
happen. Look, listen, it did not happen with just Angel Reese coming in. The Sky, unfortunately, always had a bad reputation.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, that's why even before Angel got there, Kalia Copper wanted to leave.
And that's why
After she
Scotland
wanted
them didn't sign. What? No,
right
Scotland them didn't sign because of
facilities.
the yeah facilities, but I think the organization too.
Right. Also, after she won the championship, Candace Parker decided not to go back there. She went to the Aces. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
It's yeah, you right. Yeah, it's a lot. It's like this. They consider the Sky the black sheep, but a lot of teams are going through the same thing, but they're the less of the snakes. If that, if that makes sense, I think, or whatever. But everybody got issue. Everybody got something going on. Believe me, Angel will get back. She did the too small on Angel. It's coming next game. I
who
said
did
that
that?
too, big
Who
girl,
did
big
that?
girl. I said that too.
Who did
Huh?
do too small for Angel on Angel?
Plum did the too small on
Oh no, she
Angel.
didn't. No,
Yes,
really?
she
Come on.
did.
You only 5'8". Come on, too small. You too small. And guess who else did that? I seen when she did it. She did it because that's a different team. When obviously Sims did it to Dana Evans, aka Keisha Kirkpatrick. She did it too small to her because they have a beef going on.
Yes, BD. The next game is Saturday. I know it's 8 p.m. I'm in GA, so I know it says 8 p.m. So Keisha and them probably the Players Club will probably they'll probably do the before and the game coverage. So I'll be over there in them YouTube streets Saturday.
You ever thought about going to a Dream game?
Who me? Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't have like nobody in the house is like WNBA, and the only reason why they know is because my daughter said since I'm following WNBA, it pops up on her For You page and stuff like that now. But I'm the only one, and Kaysen and Harvest they watch, but they're little. that like the WNBA and stuff like that. I don't have no partners here to go to the
Oh,
game.
you better roll to, but look, roll right up
Look,
to a dime.
I might have to get one of my best friends, and that come with things. So I don't know, Miss D. We'll see how that goes. You know, the
I heard it
kids
was
fall
live though.
asleep.
I heard the games be live. I'm like, okay. I heard the
Yeah,
games be popping
because
live.
I don't go like I don't go down mess with Atlanta like that, but um I would probably if I do because I do want to see BG now playing, but I want to actually see them playing against the Sky
That's
or
what I'm
whatever
saying.
the
Get
case
them
may be.
tickets. And look, do it
Yeah, I
live.
got
Like I'm down here. Hey y'all.
right. Because I mean, I could go by myself, but it's good if you had like a little partner so you can get
It
like
is. It is. It is. Yeah. I wish I was down
instead
there.
of
I would go with you, but hey, yeah.
yeah,
Gotta be
nobody
live.
like let it be something like a play or something like that. People all in, but when it comes to like the basketball and stuff like that, my son may go. I may see if he'll go with me, or whatever and stuff like that. He don't care. He'll watch. He'll go. My oldest son, he'll probably go with me or whatever and stuff like that. But
He said State Farm Arena is nice. No, I want to go. If I go to a Dream game, I want to go to the one where they play at the smaller arena because I heard that was really rocking. The small arena they play in, I like
but
that better.
now when they do stuff in Atlanta, it be off the chain. I can't say that, and you're good to go. Like when we went to, I said I'll never do that again. We went to me and one of my homegirls who went to the Tyler play or whatever. They were selling those tickets. That was like they were selling those tickets for like 200 a piece or whatever the case may be, or whatever. So I don't know how much the WNBA tickets run, but for as 200 or 400 or whatever. But if I pay 400 total for Tyler Perry, I know I can pay to go to a game or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, they be jumping down there now, Miss D. I ain't say they won't jump it down there. I just look. I just stay on my side. Look.
Girl talking mess about the the Chinese lady had no fingers. I've never seen her play. I ain't never really seen her play, so I don't know. I don't remember her playing.
I don't Jonathan, I don't want Michaela going nowhere. I think Michaela need to go back to her other position. I want Michaela to
Right. Have Michaela, Angel, and Camilla. That'd be your three big girls, and then have Sloot and Era Atkins. And figure it out from the rest of the way.
I think that like case I was explaining, they in a, they learning how to work together and stuff like that, and Michaela, she's better off in her other position, but you got to look at the coaches. Like, man, I don't know. He like case I said last night, he sold a good story, didn't it? Because it ain't matching. It ain't matching. I think the only reason why we win these games and stuff is because the players are working together, and they already said, "You got my back, I got yours." Behind closed doors, it ain't the coach.
Nope, it's
So,
not. I hate to say, no, it's not the
yeah,
coach.
it's not. And sometimes you gotta just be quiet and do what you gotta do when you get on that basketball court.
So you
Sometimes
think
you
he
gotta be
gonna
like
be?
that.
You
You
think
know what I'm
he's
saying? I'm
coach
gonna
the coach
respect you
next
as
year?
my boss, huh? What you say,
You think he's
Miss?
gonna be the coach next year? It's Coach Whispers. You think he's gonna be the coach?
Mm, I don't know. It depends on what
Because
the head
you don't know. Go ahead.
it depends on what the head machos want. You know what I'm saying?
But see, last year, the goal with the pressure they put pressure on Spoon saying the goal. Well, she didn't know that, but the goal in their mind was for the Sky to make the playoffs. So you start off slow. If you don't make the playoffs, why you need to treat them like you treated I hate to say Spoon, right? You gave her that 1 year.
But see, Spoon wasn't nobody toilet paper. Spoon was
That's
outspoken.
true too. But
Spoon was
also
like,
they blame her because they lost. But actually, they had lesser talent last year. He got the best talent this year. You got two proven vets, right? What's the excuse
that's what
now?
I'm saying. Like, you got to be careful. Like not saying I'm not saying this the case. I'm just saying, Misty. I'm just gonna put it like this. You have to be careful when you decide that you want to be man's toilet paper because that toilet paper roll runs out. And what did they do? They replace you with somebody else that will start to be their toilet paper again, a whole new role. So you got to be careful what you choose to do, and far as what's right and what's wrong. If you see that you have a team or whatever the case may be, if you see you got a team and you see what's going on in your team and everybody else see what's going on in your team, you got reporters coming at you like you don't know what to do with your team. And you think you're trying to talk some game with them? No, everybody in the mama see it. But you have to make the choice. So, sometimes people got to make the choice. It's either I'm going to do what's right for this team and look at who I have and learn my players, or I'm going to continue to play a circus, to do a circus.
That's true. And still do play hero ball, but the reason why they won those last two games, say, you know what, give me the ball. she demanded the ball and kind of let Sloot do her thing. But yeah, she the
Yeah, she I noticed that too. Big girl also noticed Nurse too. When she kept doing it, and Angel would be wide open, she'd see Angel hands up. She looked at Angel. She went down to the other end and still missed the basket. Come on, girl. Like, I'm gonna need you. I don't know what you was on that day. I don't know if that's every day, but I'm gonna need you to get it together. I don't care who you passing to, whether it's Angel or another teammate. If you know that teammate can do it and they open, give your teammate the ball. Sorry, guys. Um, yeah, we know, Brian. We know. Look,
yeah, he's on the authority, but at the
we
same
seeing it.
time, Coach Whispers have to open his mouth and say, I had to do it I had to do it my way. You still have to have some kind of authority yourself. That's because he's the GM, you the coach. You know what's you going to be there more every day than the GM is. You know what I mean? You're going to see what's going on every day than the GM. So yeah,
And then you got to look at too the head, the head monchos of the Chicago Sky. At the end of the day, they don't care if you who you are. If you start messing with their money and their product, they don't have no friends now. So it's business. So you gotta decide which way you want to go. Do you want to start doing right, or do you just want to do whatever you want to do?
Jeff, I don't know what's going on with Jeff, but look, she said Kia. They don't want. I don't think the Spartans, if they do trade with Kia, they gonna get somebody just as good or some good draft picks. They're not gonna trade for no Kia Nurse. They don't want Kia Nurse. She's overrated, and right now she ain't. No, they ain't gonna trade for no Kia Nurse for Kia. Kia for Kia. No.
The way
Um.
they had these coaches in and out, you don't know who gonna be the coaches of these teams. Some
Well,
of
I
them could
think
be on a year contract too.
that's true. But some coaches need to well, I don't know. Look, a lot of these coaches that they have, I don't even know who they are. A lot of the coaches they brung in. I'm like, who? And then the Dallas Wings turned down for Fabio. They turned down Lisa Leslie for Fabio. She wanted she interviewed for the
Well,
job. They turned
yes,
her down.
yeah, and big girl too. Ariel Atkins is unselfish. She don't have to play. You know what I'm saying?
She
Like,
is.
she don't have to play hero ball to win a game.
Also,
You
she played
know,
good
like,
defense.
I don't. And then you gotta be like, what in the world were they talking about behind closed doors? Like, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Now watch how Ariel Atkins, Angel Reese, and Camilla connect. Then you got to bring in your HVL. Maddie, you gonna get in there, girl. We're gonna get Maddie a shout out. Maddie, you gonna get in there some kind of way. And so we can see what works or whatever. Rebecca Allen, please put her in the startup. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen for Saturday,
Yeah,
but
he do need to
I
run
seen how
the
she come off.
offense.
This is my little eye test. I'm like, okay, because Case Allen Brook said, watch out for Allen. So I'm looking at Allen. I'm like, oh, she coming off like that, and he putting this out here. We got a problem. We got
Hey,
a problem.
play a lot of more Allen. Play Westfield. Keep Rachel Battle as
Yeah,
the last option on the bench.
well, he
Don't
learning, like Case Allen was saying, that her minutes are trickling down.
yeah, because
You got
every
to
time she
know,
get
like
in,
he
she's a
said,
walking
you got to know
turnover.
when to play her, huh?
She's a walking turnover. She's a
Yeah, yeah.
walking. You have to have a big lead
Yeah, they kept
in
taking the
order.
ball from her last year. I was like, did he watch the film? Because they sure kept taking the ball from her last year.
To say she look a little chunky. Like she's chunky, you know.
No, they kept taking that ball from her last year like that too. Oh yeah, guys, hit my little like button. You know I'm special like that, so make sure you hit it. Hit my like button.
Hit the like button, everybody.
I like I have said, Ariel Atkins should get 15 shots a game. Mm-hmm. Yep. But wait, like I was saying too, Brian. Like they like in like Casey was saying, they're gonna have to knock down the minutes for Sloot. Sloot gonna wear out, and then it's gonna be the takeover. Either way, how they want to do it or whatever the case may be. And I think, look, some of them players that have come over there think it's their team and they playing like it, but just wait for it. Wait for the fireworks to start. The fireworks that started last game, that was just the beginning.
Well, hold on. Didn't
But
Brian
I was
say
like, but I just hated that they kept passing Angel and other players when they open, they could shoot, and then they get down
exactly?
there and they don't shoot the ball. They missing it. Like,
Exactly. But
come
listen,
on.
didn't Brian say that Jeff is the authority? Jeff told Sloop, I'm sure he did. He told Sloop that you're the veteran because remember Sloop made I'm not gonna come here unless you do this. They kind of conceded to Sloop. Jeff did whatever Sloop wanted. That's why she on the team. Even though I don't understand that she's okay. I mean we're on Sloop, but she's getting older. And I'm looking over at New York and I'm seeing Natasha Cloud and I'm like, you could have had Natasha Cloud and Ariel Atkins.
Mm.
Natasha Cloud, who plays very hard nose, and she played the same way Angel played, but she don't have this height. And you let Stu give you ultimatums about if you don't give me this, I'm not gonna come. Like she okay, but she's overrated to me. Slew.
Yeah.
You could have had
And
Natasha Clark.
big girl, I've been saying that Tyler needs to put Michaela back at her three. Well, I said, look, back at her position because y'all know the back at the three. Thank you. Look, back at the three in order for her to be successful. Yes, because there's no way. Look, once a person has stuff established in them and you watch them, especially from last year, she was coming off the bench. You watch how they do. There's no way it just stops when a new coach come in unless the new coach stops it. And that's exactly like, why not? Okay, if he's gonna switch her up, do it slow. Put her at the three and slowly move her to that position instead of just throwing it all on her at one time. Who learns like that? I mean, some people can, like, every child in my house, they learn different, so they can do that. But I'm just saying, some you can't do that way. You can't just throw it all on them at one time. And Michaela is one of them. Put me back at my position and add it little by little per game, decide per game. Oh, yeah, yeah. But yeah, so like, I don't know, but I do know one thing. It's gonna have to take a team in order for Chicago to win these games. They're gonna have to have everybody on that team to be unselfish. I don't want to hear nothing about it's my. I don't want to hear about it's not. It's my team. The same way they expect Angel to do this and do that, but you want, that's just like, guys. I had a situation where they only wanted to pay me $20 an hour for this position, but they wanted me to do 5 different roles
Yep,
and
that's how
still
it
pay
be.
me
It's
the same
crazy.
thing. That's exactly where they have Andrea at. They want her to play all of these roles. They know she don't have a choice because 9 times 10, they know what they got on this team. They want her to play these different roles, but my pay is not adding up. But because, like Angel and like myself, I didn't take it, guys, or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, far as Angel, she has the heart for the people and she willing to do whatever for her team. Then of course she gonna say, "Hey, I'm in."
Brian, let me
Yeah,
say
he,
this.
he had to. He had to. And then you got somebody saying, "Oh, she is the person of this team." Did Who told her that?
Well, no, Jeff told her that.
That's
Jeff,
what I know.
that's the reason why
Y'all
she.
told her that.
But listen, that's the reason why she went to she wasn't just gonna come to the sky. They made her promises. You're gonna get this much time. I'm gonna do this for you. Jeff did that. Jeff did that. But let me say this right quick. Before I forget, Brian said they couldn't have got Cloud. They could have. They could have took away some of the players on the dead weight, Rachel Banner, whoever, dead weight, and also you forget she Cloud did not pick where she was going. Cloud went from Phoenix to Connecticut, then to New York. They could have got her. She was traded.
Mm.
She didn't trade herself.
And Cloud like Angel, so she would have played with Angel. She ain't she like Angel. She ain't coming over there like I'm not gonna work with Angel. Mm-mm.
Yeah, veterans, but guess what? Natasha Cloud is better than Sloop right now, younger and better. So forget Sloot. Everybody overrating Sloot. Sloot was on the bench. I know disrespect. She was on the bench in New York.
I
She didn't
know.
even come on now. Come on. Girl,
Right.
Atkins was a starter in Washington. Sloot was barely played in the finals last year.
Mm-hmm.
So you made a concession to a veteran, 37, 36 year old at the time, and now 37, who did not even play on a New York team. You made concessions to that, and then not try to go get Cloud or somebody else. Nah.
Because that's why I said what God got for Angel can't nobody stop. So you can come in there, you can bring who you want to bring in, do all this kind of stuff. And guess what? It's not just Angel that's gonna shine. Camilla gonna shine. Ariel gonna shine. AVL. Sorry, HVL gonna shine. Maddie, when you get some time, we're gonna let you shine. It's just an overall team. Allen gonna shine. Um, we'll see. I gotta see. Like, I gotta continue to use my eye test. I'm usually when I watch the games, I have the game on and then I'm locked into like Keisha and them too. But I'm watching them how they work when they get the ball in their hand and how they treat their teammates. So some other players got to show me that they're not trying to do hero ball or they not trying to boost up their points and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to see because I see that it's on the court with Chicago.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not it's
definitely.
not in full effect, but it's on that court.
Look, when you say HBL, why do I always want to think about HVAC? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
want to say
thought,
HVAC.
yeah, I was like, yeah, she got them initials, man. I might just have to say Haley because that HBO it do make you think like that though.
Brian, you know what? Have you been watching? You haven't been watching the Sky. The Sky was giving away picks like it wasn't nothing. The Sky would have
Yeah,
gave the Sky would have gave picks for Natasha Cloud.
yeah, BD they do. They play better when they're in transition.
She would have gave
I
picks for
mean, it's
Natasha.
like it's tight. I mean, it's just like to me, it's like amazing basketball to watch when they play in transition. When they all over the place, you sitting there like, you like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. But yeah, we gonna see. We gonna look. We're gonna continue to root for our teams. I think somebody played tonight. I don't know if the Players Club is gonna cover it. I know Bro Club was talking about it last night. So I have to y'all check your YouTube because something with YouTube where I put all my notifications on and somehow some of my notifications get turned off. And I don't turn them off. So I think they're gonna I think it's a game on today, coming on today that they may cover. But I do know Full Court Trio come on tonight, or whatever. But I think the game, I forgot what time the game is. I have to look on my league pass for that one because I think we're playing into the Miss D. We're doing the playing into I think Case now said the Commissioner Cup, right? These
Yep.
games
The
now.
Commissioner Cup. Yeah, they were in the Commissioner Cups.
So I'm gonna be watching and see what happens. But guys, let's keep the faith and we're gonna see some changes. And our players might have to be the one to do the changes and just not say nothing about it. I don't know, but we gotta continue on working together. And since Ariel Atkins is she's got her foot in the door, she's comfortable, and her and Angel got chemistry, that's gonna lead to Camilla too, because you got to remember when you have players coming on your team that are new players, you have to learn a type of trust with the basketball. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to be able to trust everybody on that floor. It's sad to say, but it's just keeping it real. So everybody ain't gonna match together, but at least work together. And that's what I see in Ariel Atkins. I like when I talked about Ariel before, I didn't go too much into her because I didn't know her. So now, guys, I'm going back and I'm studying her. I'm researching her because if I'm gonna go for a player, I kind of want to know the history. I kind of know, just curious what kind of charities, what make them like basketball, and all that kind of stuff. So that's for me. For each player that I like, I'm looking and researching, just to see what type of player they are. So now I'm learning, so I continue to learn Ariel Atkins and stuff like that. But from what I'm seeing, yeah, oh, she getting ready to make it rain up in there, and it's gonna and that's what Angel and Camilla need. But when it comes to Angel and Camilla, they had someone that they trusted, and that person got taken away. Not taken away where they don't communicate with her, but I'm just saying like they would see as their coach. So now they got to go back to trusting people all over again. That's very hard to do. I mean, trust them to a certain point. That's hard to do when you've been hurt like that coming into your first year. You still babies coming in that first year in the WNBA, and then to get that crushed and you got to start over. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, they won't try to pay nobody. It was stuck in their ways and stuff, Ryan. Okay, Miss D, do you want to you have any closing comments that you would like to make?
Yeah,
Um,
the Sky would have looked. The Sky, the they was giving away the draft picks. A lot of these teams wanted draft picks. I think she came from Phoenix. She would. They just didn't go after her. I don't know why. They just had Sloot on the mind. Jeff had Sloot on the mind. I don't know why. And she was on the bench. She wouldn't even get it in with the Liberty. So I don't know, Brian. You go back and look at it. They was giving away the picks and everything. They had the money. Jeff just wanted Sloot for something. He just had Sloot on the mind. But but my final thing is no Angel is gonna continue to to grow and get her endorsements and hopefully she just kind of block out all the negativity. She'll be okay. And I want her to succeed with Sky. But yeah.
Well, I noticed on her, like, I follow her on TikTok or whatever, and how I think that she has it now to a certain point where only probably like the people that she know can do a comment and stuff. So you can't attach, or you can't send a text. Like if you say something about her or whatever case may be, and you want to attach it, mention her, it's blocked off. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
yeah, I think she turns it. Maybe I know she turns it off and on. So maybe she do that to give it a rest or whatever and stuff like that. So I did notice that she has it blocked off and stuff. But yeah, she she's human. She working on it. Like she said when she did the interview with Speedy last year with Complex. She was saying, she can't give up because it's little girls and everybody, that look up to her, even though she deals with the hate and go through everything she go through, she just can't give up. So, she working on it. Sometimes it may not come out in your voice, it'll come out in your actions. Like with game two, going through some things or whatever and stuff. So we'll just have to see. We just got to keep uplifting her, and like Casey said, Angel gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see the future of the middies and the triples and stuff like that coming. And we just got to be positive. Everything that you want to see Angel do and the other players do, we're just gonna have to keep it positive and just wait. Like they were saying last night, they have to get comfortable and stuff. But I like the way you guys in the chat and the full court trio and everybody. I like the way that you do the breakdown, and when you all come together, everybody be on the same page of critiquing and wanting to see the player grow and being on them. Because trust me, when I was in high school, I had my art teacher. She didn't play. She was like a L and a K step and Akeisha and Broclyde. Like she when they see something in you, they gonna talk that smack. They gonna critique you the hardest, but you want people that care about you and and love you to critique you, not to the point. There's a difference with critique and there's a different with just taking it to the extreme. There's a difference, or whatever. So it's gonna be great. I think we don't have anything to worry about. We just gotta watch how everybody play and just continue to support our Sky. I think the Sky is gonna surprise the WNBA since they want to put us last. I think we are gonna be one of the shocker teams.
I hope so.
Um,
I hope so. Yep. But let
I
me say
believe so.
this.
I don't know how, but I see it.
But let me
They
say
put us
this.
at they put us at the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, she ain't
You
that.
know what Andy
Ain't
said
that
when
bad.
they
There's
did her
better
like
teams.
that on Rival.
They trying to make
They
them.
did the
They trying to
Rose
make them
team
like
like that.
the Golden
What you,
State. You know what I'm saying? They
huh?
trying to make them like Golden State. Like they better than Golden State. The Valkyries.
Yeah.
But
And
I'm
I'm
saying, go
just
ahead.
saying, yeah. And then too, look how they put Angel now in a rose at the bottom. And what did Angel say they did? They hung it up in the locker room as a reminder. So they putting it up in the locker room as a reminder. We gonna show them. We don't know when, we don't know how, but we gonna figure this thing out.
Hey, Bro Claude. But can I
Brooklyn,
say
oh,
something right quick?
he said those who don't want you better will not say nothing or hate on you.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. I don't need that. I mean, I am like the heart of hearts, the nurturer and that type of stuff, but I gotta have honest people telling me the truth at the same time. And 9 times out of 10, people be knowing it's them, Miss D, they just don't want to admit it. I know when it's me. When Casey said ADP, you overthinking. Boy, my mouth dropped. I was like, dang, but people can pick that stuff up.
Right.
But it's you. It's you. And the minute I stop overthinking, here I go, Miss D, doing a podcast, pushing my art. I may not have my subs yet. It ain't time yet. It's a time in the season for them subs. But through my subs, I have been getting customers. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting customers. I've been getting people. I started off with 10 subs. I'm at 123. That's big for me because attached to my subs, I'm getting my marketing and my business, my customers up. I got a project now, guys, that I have to do. My clients are educators. They want me to paint book covers. Just paint the illustration of the book cover. Now I get all kinds of projects, I'm telling you, from people, Miss D, right? So in between, to give my brain a break, I do my animation. I do these little things that I be posting in between my projects. They want 3 of them, three different illustrations. And I just got a text, when you gonna have it ready, we get ready to put the money down. Because you don't put the money down, I can't start nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but they good for that. They getting ready to put the money down. And then I got another project coming. And this is the thing for anybody. Quit putting limits on yourself that God didn't put on you. If your price is a price, keep it at price. Don't let nobody talk you down. I had to learn that. Where I got another project coming up. They want me to do the 3 days. They're doing like a art thing with a summer camp for 3 days. If these people cannot pay me $500 or up, I cannot do it because, mind you, I'm pre-drawing the canvas. I'm giving you the art equipment. What else? Come on, you can't get no better than that. And people pay for parties like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what I had to learn the hard way. If they want it, if they come to you, they will pay the price. You just got to put it up there. Now, some stuff you have to, like, when I do events, I do community events on Wednesday. Like today, I go and help give out free clothes and food on Wednesdays or whatever the case may be, or whatever. But you just can't, like, you just cannot, like, limit yourself on anything. And knock your prices down. Before, I didn't know how to price my stuff. All of a sudden, the prices start coming. Boom, boom, boom. They like it. They're going to pay for it. That's what everybody can. You selling this this is too low. You need to go up. Settle for, what was your first thought? Okay, my first thought was $100. Or my first thought was this. I did like 24 canvases for a sip and paint. I supplied the paint and stuff, and I charged them $300, which I should have charged more because you got the canvas, you got the pre-drawn canvas, and you got the paints and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a learning process, but that's just where I'm at right now. So I wanted to do a live today because I got to work on that project so I can have it. I'll have it done, by Monday or whatever and stuff like that for that first project. And then I'm just waiting for the second one to come in. But I get different stuff coming. It's just like, okay, are you going to pay me, what I'm saying, what I'm worth? You know what I'm saying? What I know I'm worth. If not more than that. But I want you guys to have a great rest of your week. Thank you for coming to my show. And we're gonna continue to lift up the Chicago sky, guys. And remember that you are more than conquerors, and you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Keep up the good work, and we're just gonna continue to grow together, and we're gonna continue to root for our players. And I'll see you guys if you're going to the Players Club tonight if they host the game, but definitely if you're in the full court trio tonight. Thank you, Ms. D, for coming up
and
today.
Thank you, Chat.
I really appreciate Ms. D coming up.
Thank you, ADB.
And any of you guys are always welcome to come up if you want to. And just thank you. Y'all hear a little casing in the background, so you know he up. So have a great day. Thank you, Ms. D.
Bye. Have a good night.
Thank you. I don't know. Oh, here it goes.